Hello, Gabriel.
Hello, Martina.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you still in Portugal?
Yes,
Yes. Where are you?
I'm in Mafra. It's a little bit north of of Lisbon.
Mhm. Did you change the place where you stay?
No,
Okay.
I'm still at the same place, and I'm going to continue tomorrow. It's Tuesday. Like we missed our appointment yesterday evening, and
Yeah.
tomorrow the next training will start. The last one of the four.
Which one is it? Is it another lab or is it what?
It's the possibilitator training.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's behind this title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is your current experiment? Do you have one?
What I'm working on at the moment, I would say the most, is to be aware of my gremlin enmeshment.
Mm-hmm.
And to like take my gremlin out of my adult ego state as often as possible. And also I did in the last few months, I did a lot of low drama where I was a victim of my own stories, and then I was persecuting myself and others, and I was a victim of the persecution and turning myself round and round and round. And I also take this out of me and put it to the side.
And how is the experiment going exactly? What are you doing?
For the gremlin demeshment, there's a homepage which is, I think, yourgremlin.mystrikingly.com, and there's instructions on how to decontaminate the adult ego state from the gremlin or child or parent ego state.
Okay, but I don't want to I want to hear more. I'm more interested in what are you concretely doing? What is your experiment?
Whenever I catch myself having some thoughts that turn around, I just grab them, and I grab them and I put them on the side and say, okay, not now. And then usually they're just gone because it's just an energetic circle, and I just rip it out of my mind, and then I'm back in the present with my feelings. And yeah.
You mean such thoughts like when your thoughts are circling around a special topic and circling the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is it important to know exactly where these thoughts are, or do you just grab with your energetic hand, and how does it work?
Well, for me, they're usually in the center. They're
Mhm.
like, they take my whole brain, so they go once around.
Mhm.
And I just take them energetically. There is an energetic, it's like an energetic sensation, and I take it and grab it and pull it out. So
And while you do that, while you grab them, is it important to stop with the thinking, or while you grab them, is it just grab them and then where do you put them?
I put them on a pile to my right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're like, I invent so many stories, and I then think the stories are true also. And like I make up assumptions for no reason about people, what they're doing, how they are, and for almost anyone I make up stories. And yeah, I take them out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not about not thinking anymore. It's just that when I do it, the thoughts just it just disappears. Like it's not there anymore. I don't know. It's not about consciously not thinking anymore. It's an energetic change, that the thought is not like the turning around energy is just not in the head anymore. And then the head says, oh, I'm free, cool. Yeah.
How is it to live in a world where you don't have assumptions and stories about anyone?
I don't know. I still have so many assumptions and so many stories. And it's not like I take away every story and every assumption. This is like the future step. I'm starting right now with my drama about persecuting myself and being a victim of it. Yeah, and about the situations I'm in and like how bad my life is and how unfair and yeah, all this stuff.
Do you think that those stories about people are bad or not useful, or what do you think about those stories?
I think it's depending on if I choose the story consciously or if I choose it unconsciously. And when I just choose a story and I say, oh, like I had a story about your painting once, and like, oh, look at this painting, it looks like blood in on my screen. It's like, who the fuck is Martina? Like, what is she doing at home? And she has an image like that on the wall. You know, it looks like death or killing, or someone was killed on the carpet, and all the blood is there, and she has it there in her living room, and like, what a weirdo she is. It's an unconscious, like, I had this story and it just came without me choosing it. And so it's an unconscious story. And when I was living at your place, I saw that the red is a completely different red than I see in my screen, and it actually fits the energy of the room perfectly. And it says nothing about you. So like, now now I have a conscious, like, now I have a different story. Yeah, but I still have a story about the painting, that it fits you and that it fits the energy, but I chose it consciously. Yeah, so I can make a story about anything. I'm not wearing my archetypal lineage talisman. I was a bit in a hurry this morning. I can make a story about that. Like I can, yeah, like, how could you, Gabriel, not having your archetypal lineage talisman with you and all this bullshit. And I could also make a different story about, all right, so I forgot, that would be no story. Yeah.
Or I don't have it. I forgot is perhaps already a small story.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just say I don't have it. It's not there.
Yeah. It's not here. It's also not. It's not in my here. Yeah.
So it's about shifting from the unconscious to the conscious story, and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Perhaps we could talk about that more. I find that very interesting with the stories. So when we meet next week, you will be through 4 trainings, and yeah, cool.
I'm already pretty liquid, and I have no idea what will come next week, if it's gonna be, how intense it will be. And my plan is to just take a week off or something to reintegrate what's happened in the last weeks. Yeah. It has been quite a lot. Like last week, I discovered that I'm still suppressing my joy, or I still was suppressing my joy. So I had sadness, anger, and fear, but I was at the same time suppressing my joy. So the circle of the feelings couldn't go through. So it was like I was stuck. I had sadness, fear, or anger, and then I didn't have the joy to complete the feeling. So the next feeling didn't show up. So like I started to feel last week, really, like I started consciously having feelings, my fear telling me, okay, go there now, and my sadness saying something in the space, and my anger telling me, or my fear telling me, like, okay, it's time to move. There's something happening. Now is the right time. My anger said, okay, let's go and do this. And it's a shift just by feeling the joy that's already there. And I'm happy about it. And it's very small. It's very small because like I have a lot of my gremlin in my joy. So when I go to higher levels of joy, my gremlin comes in and I don't like it. So I suppressed all my joy. Now I have a few percent of joy and I sense it, and it's pure adult joy. And now I can complete the cycle and move to something else.
So then see you next week, Gabriel.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.